been through the same predicaments because I was raised by a single parent. I've been lied to, I've been fooled. Sometimes I even know, I'm like, okay, fine. I just want to screw him also. Fine.
Can
And then
I add on what she said now?
Yes.
Like, it's important
Exactly.
to be raised by both parents, because like what she's saying now, she's saying that she's telling her daughter like a guy will do this and this to you and then lie and all that stuff. Adding on that, like I'm gonna like add on like the boys side of you, like majority of boys who are like danger to the society, they are those who didn't have a father figure in their lives. And then the majority of boys who are not a danger to the society are those who had a father figure in their lives, So I'm saying this because as a father, I know what I did when I was growing up, and then I know what's right and then I know what's wrong. I can tell if my child is like going in the wrong direction or what. But whereas as a single mother and raising a boy, you can't specify these things because you never experience them. You only experience those things on the female side of you.
Yes.
So it's kind of like difficult for it's like it's both like what Asim says. Maybe I'm a father like single parenting a daughter. I can't know all of those things because I know nothing about like the girlfriendhood, sisterhood, whatever they call it. Yeah. So actually you need both parents for them to do.
And another thing, when Abaliswa, the fact of the matter is, okay, is situation 80, Kayono, you are raised by me. ABCD is like this, the choice lies with you. There's a certain time, a certain pace or certain stage, a moment where I'm no longer going to make decisions for Ukayona. Ukayona already knows the game and have seen. If you light the stove, make a sand,
you're going to get burnt.
If you choose there's nothing I can do. I believe there's a point whereby even no son, there's a time whereby that's part of growing. I think nathi bazali kufanele understand indoba there will be time indoba kufanele sibayeke abantwana bethu bazikhulele bazenzele decision njengathi sayenzelwa sayeka sazenzele decisions zethu. So this thing in your parenting, it's kind of broad, we say no, I'm like, no, when we as mothers or females, we are better parents than males. It's a one big confusion.
Yes.
Even us, we need parenting because we have void the father figures who are never there.
Thank you, Setu, for what you just said. I could be speaking out of 10 here because I'm not a parent yet. But I believe that if I were to have a child with someone, then my whole life should be about protecting this child, raising this child so that this person can be a good part of society and her or his needs come first. Do you guys feel like parents are selfish basically because now they only think about themselves and then they fighting over this and over that and they don't think about the child?
Yeah, I would say so because we as parents, we tend to fight like our fights. We always use the kids in our fights, and then every action that we do or decision, we don't think of the kids. We think of our happiness first, rather than thinking of the kids. Let's say I'm married and then I get divorced, I'm gonna make sure that we split everything into two, even the house. We're gonna sell the house. I'm not thinking where are my kids gonna live if I'm selling the house and then we split the money into two. It's just like satisfying me and you, but then the kids are the ones who will be suffering at the end of the day.
What do you think, Bukule?
Yeah, I could say that like parents are selfish in a way that like if the father disappears for 10 years or for 15 years, for that 15 years the child is staying with his mother. The child will be brainwashed into thinking that his father is a useless piece of shit, if I may use the term. So by the time the child is grown and meets his dad, the only thing he knows about his dad is that he's useless and a piece of shit.
What if
Excuse
that's
the
the
language.
case? What if that's the case? What if you are useless,
Useless.
and
But
A piece of
but that's not up to you to tell the child. The child
but
needs
I'll
to
be
find
telling her
out.
the truth.
The child needs to find out.
No, I'll be telling her
that-
the
What if
truth.
you will never pitch?
And even if you can ask like kids who have been raised by single parents, né, they are all saying they hate their dads. But then ask them, why do you hate your dad? They don't have reasons.
What if we tell them the truth? Kantevele, you were in the wrong. And I tell the truth, Wuti, listen, this is what happened. When I told your dad, Wuti, I'm pregnant, he ran away.
Why don't you let the child like know?
No, I'll be
both sides of
telling,
the
that's what
story?
I'm saying. I'll
What
be
if
telling
I
her
say
the
your,
truth.
your father is a spineless coward who ran away when I was pregnant, and you did that?
I'm just going to tell her
Am
what
I
happened.
brainwashing my child?
Don't you think
You think you ran
also?
away.
Okay, don't you think
Nobody
that?
will run away from their kids.
No.
Wait,
What made the
wait,
father to
wait,
run away?
wait.
What made
Wait,
the father to run
wait.
away? That's a very good question.
Let's
I guess we'll never know, and
Let's-
which is your
Mina,
own
I know.
problem.
Please, let's calm down. Eh? Do you think that the use of the words when we're explaining what happened between both parents is the problem more than the message itself? Because saying your father is a spineless this and this, yeah, your father is a dog and this and this and that, but you can still say that your father, he left when I was still pregnant with you. And then she or he can find out later that if he is a dog.
I agree. Sometimes we do, exaggerate or
Yes.
use too much pun, and I wish, most of us parents would stop that, especially mothers.
Is it
And let
because
the-
you have been hurt?
Yes, and
And
because
yes,
you're
you're
angry
bitter.
and you're bitter and all that stuff, and you probably want the child to be in the same state of mind, so say bitterness and all that stuff. But that is wrong.
Yes.
That part I do agree, that's wrong. But the fact that you ran away when I was 8, that I won't leave out.
Let's quickly take a break and then we'll come back and discuss this further. As you can see, these are real experiences, and most people out there are experiencing the same thing. But at the end of the day, the child is the most important person in this whole thing. We're gonna take a few minutes break and we'll be right back.
The thought counts. We're street bound. Prepare yourself, but to go now to the platform.
I think most of the men, not actually most of it, but what I've experienced, it's scared for responsibility, and I'd rather say an unhappy parent can never make a happy child. So rather not let the child see one of the parents being abused or going into arguments and whatever, so it's best you separate. But being a single mother, it affects mostly the boys because they don't have a father role model. They see how the mother is struggling, so at the end of the day they feel they need to help the mother instead of going for education and whatever.
Welcome back, and we are going to be wrapping up very soon. But before we do that, we're going to be speaking about and discussing possible solutions for this, because it's pointless to discuss something like this and not have any possible solutions to it. Setu, what do you think would be the possible solutions to this whole problem?
I think a lot of fathers, they like to get or to take the blame game, oh, the mother pushed me away. Now there's solutions. If the mother of the child pushes you away, there are offices such as the social development offices. You go there and say, okay, I don't want this woman in my life, but I want my child. You fight for your child. You don't fight with the mother, you fight for your child. So that's a solution. You play a role and you become active in your child's life.
What do you think would be the possible solutions?
Yeah, I think if the government can make a constitutional law about this, because mothers are always like have an upper hand when fighting for the baby, né? Even though they are not working, né? Whereas fathers are working. In most cases it's like that, but mothers always have an upper hand, and then you'll be like not winning the case to get the custody of the child.
Yes.
Because you are a father, and then the mother will be like filing those maintenance issues and all that stuff, but then she denied you to like live with the child, and then now she's like suing you for maintenance, so those kind of issues, like. And then another thing, there are those fathers who are not taking part in their children's life, but they are just sending money, you know. And then women will always be complaining, he's just sending money, you know, like they don't know what they want. They just want to fight their relationship issues, you know. So if there can be a law that's like binding like both parents to take part, then it will be fine.
Okay. Makosazana, what is your take on everything?
Mina, I would say, if ever niyahlukana after having a child, because when you get someone pregnant, it doesn't necessarily mean that you must bashade or be there forever. But then if ever niyahlukana, then try and find ways to co-parent. You know, if you can't be there, like I said, as Zubaba, be there either financially, physically, emotionally. Just try and be there. And then the abo mama, they must stop fighting battles using abantwana. You know, I'm just, whenever you separate, because there's gonna be differences at the end of the day. So if you separate, try and find ways to make a comfortable upbringing for the baby. Because at the end of the day, it's about them and not you guys.
Well said, Makosazana. What do you think, Pukule?
Well, I think that like mainly men, the men need to take responsibility for their children, and they need to take responsibility for their seed, and they need to try not by all means, because I disagree with going to court for a child, but like try by some means to be in their children's life, even if it means going and meeting with the family and stuff, because it's not always about, it's not about you, the two of you, it's about the two families. The moment you have a child, it's joining the two families. So I think the both of the families, not just the mother and the father, but both of the families, the uncles and the aunts, need also to play a role in the child's life.
Well, you have heard what everybody had to say about this. Tsietsi is saying that the government has to be stricter and find laws to make sure that parents are in their children's lives. And Setu is also saying here that as a parent, as a male or a female, and you are denied access to your child, you need to step up and look for ways in order to have a relationship with your child, because at the end of the day, your child is very important. And also, the guys here on my right, they have mentioned very important points. All in all, your child is your first priority. And if you are being denied access, there is ways that you can have access to your child. On today's episode, we will be featuring a self-taught artist by the name of Enoch M.T. Mlangeni. And please enjoy. And I am Baliswa Ntlata. I will see you next time. Bye.
I'm in the mood, you're on my mind, only I see your page, and I just can't resist it. I just can't resist it. Well, I just can't resist it. In fact, I need some kind of lavish, so come and be with me. So walk into the sea. Now in it, I got all by la baby. I spend the whole night going crazy. Gina, Gabana.